Here's a little summary of the modified Stalker hauler and truck. AMT 125 scale, I believe. 1953 Ford pickup, trailer and accessories, ready for you, race car. For your race car. Anyway, this is my version. A little story about this fun little build is that the wife was diagnosed with breast cancer back in November of 26 or 25, excuse me. And we bought this at Hobby Lobby, I believe. And I asked her, I said, hey, what do you think I should paint it? What colors? And this is what she come up with. So this is breast cancer pink, as pink as I could get it. I got it at a local craft shop downtown in Roseburg, Oregon. Anyway, this was a fun little build. The blue turquoise is part of a BRCA1 gene. You can research all that. I didn't really know how to. I was going to incorporate the blue color into it, but I kept building on the truck itself. And I started doing, thinking, where am I going to throw this blue in? Well, for starters, I did that bed tonneau cover in that blue. And the cancer stickers, those aren't decals, those are just stickers. And then I did the front bumper in blue. You had two ways to do this truck, either stock. I think there was 3 ways. There's stock, racing, and service truck. And I went for, I don't know, kind of a mixture of both, I suppose. I started with one way and then it didn't go the right way, so I just kind of made it up as I went. Don't even worry about looking at the glass because it's an epic fail on the windshields. I was learning as I'm going along now. And then did some blue there on the shelf. That acetylene torch. I'll give you a little description about that little guy. That was a fun little idea. And then I did some blue on the rims, and that kind of made the whole thing kind of come together and pop out like it was supposed to. The tire rack up there on top of the trailer, it was calling for being black, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make that a turquoise blue. Yep. License plates are blue. Tail lights are blue. The truck, it has some tailgate latches that are blue. This one has such a really nice shine. I like to use the mirror effect because I like to do a lot of detail into my models. And I don't know if you can really see it, but it's detailed pretty darn good, I think. There is actually a spare tire underneath the truck. The bracket that holds it up is pink. I should have probably made that blue. The axles are white. Of course, the drive shaft's going to be pink. She was kind of a difficult one for me. But going on to about this little torch here. That acetylene hose, that's just copper wire. And I painted it green. Kind of makes it look like it's all greasy, whatever, dirty. And you can turn the trailer around. Almost, I don't really want to. But there's an actual torch right down there. there. It's all tied into it. It was kind of a hard deal because the torch has 2 lines, correct? Acetylene and oxygen. So I made 2 lines going to that torch on the other side. And you got your trailer chains. And these little concrete blocks I built, those are out of styrofoam. Took some silver gray or silver paint, painted those. And I put a little black into them. I don't know if you can really tell, but they got a little black in them to show a little wear to them, but you can't really tell, but they turned out okay. Just styrofoam painted. And that's what I used to lift up my props. It's like that. Holds it up. That's why I made those. But it was a really fun build. I don't know. This one turned out so well. Probably because I took some special care into it. It was touching. And then I asked the wife, her name's Laura. I asked her how she wanted her tools displayed, and she said, I'm kind of messy, so just throw them in the back of the truck. I said, okay, you got it. And that's what I come up with. There's a little jack there and a jack handle, some screwdrivers. Trailer hitch. A stinger. Receiver. Motor. I'm not a big car enthusiast, so I don't know what kind of motors these are or anything. I just build them to build them. It was a hobby of mine as a child. And I'm just picking it back up. See a lot of YouTubers out there putting on models, and I was like, you know what? I could do the same thing. Maybe I can learn from these guys. And you know what? I am. See that windshield? That was a learning curve. I've always used super glue, and it never turns out good. And I painted it with the clear coat on, so it kind of melted the plastic. But now I have all kinds of clear glues and stuff, and Mod Podge that you actually put in windows. I got to give a big shout out to Modeling in Retirement. His name's Ken, and he has taught me a lot so far. If you ever have any ideas about model building, look him up. Modeling in Retirement by Ken. And that's where I come up with the name Man Cave Modeling. Sorry. This is what I do to kill my time. So anyway, this one's dedicated to the wife, of course. Breast cancer awareness. And this was just all like a rattle can. All rattle can with clear coat. Never had any problems with it. Has a beautiful shine to it. Everything's shiny. My confidence level just boosted through the roof. It's like, wow, these things are turning out killer. And then if you look at my other videos, you probably, well, they're on other people's pages. But now I'm making my own on YouTube. Make sure you go to Man Cave Modeling. Like and subscribe. I think it's under Franklin White 4661 now. I haven't yet changed my handle name. It won't let me for some reason. I still got to find and figure that one out. But anyway, that's the build that I like. And then I have another build I'll put on here on my channel about the Bronco I did. And it was pretty much an epic fail. And I'll let you guys in on that one too. It's kind of embarrassing. But anyway, that's a later video. But anyway, I hope you guys like this one. I really enjoyed this one. but it's a model from AMT. I see a lot of people doing them, and they're out there. There's all kinds of cool ones out there. I didn't do any wires on this one though. It's just bone stock, just like it come out of the box. I don't know anything about all that wiring, but I'm learning. I'm learning a lot off of YouTube. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. This is Kyle signing off of Man Cave Modeling.